highly acclaimed Broadway musical, which you are here to witness today. This musical happened in Broadway, and the proceeds, the cast and crew of this particular musical, comprising of the students and teachers of Triyog High School, have labored intensively over the past couple of months, and I'm sure it has been a wonderful journey and a learning experience for all involved. This is a fundraiser, and the proceeds of this particular program would go towards the extension of the Triyog High School building, which is to house the 10+2 wing of the school. We would like to thank all who have helped us in this effort of ours. Your presence here today, ladies and gentlemen, is proof of your support. We would wholeheartedly like to thank the Board of Directors of Triyog High School, comprising of Dr. Shanti Basnev, the chairperson, Mrs. Usha Basnev, Mrs. Rupa Thapa, Mrs. Shobha Singh, Mrs. Rita Simha, and Mr. Divas Vikram Shah, who have very generously contributed rupees 1 lakh each. We would also like to thank our sponsors, Nepal Investment Bank Limited, in particular, Mr. Prithvi Pandey and Mr. Jitendra Basnev, Berger, Jensen and Nicholson, in particular, Mr. Anjan Sarkar and Mr. Saival Ghosh, Carnation Collection, in particular, Mrs. Suvarna Lata Thapa and Mrs. Manju Joshi, and Nepal Sahitya Kendra, in particular, Mr. Mohan Kumar Upadhyay. In addition, we would like to thank all those individuals and institutions and organizations who have helped us in some way or the other. Our thanks would be incomplete if we did not thank our principal, Mrs. Swati Rimal, the director of the play, Mr. Rajat Bose, Mr. Samir Chettri and his team of musicians, and all teachers and participating students. Ladies and gentlemen, I now leave you to enjoy the play, and please welcome Vikramaditya Rana, who would come on stage to narrate you the story. Thank you.
This is the story of Tevye, his wife Golde, his 5 daughters, and a community full of interesting characters. The place is Anatevka, and the year is 1905. Anatevka is an impoverished peasant village in Tsarist Russia, and it is mainly populated by hard-working Jewish families. The story revolves around the dairyman, Tevye, and he announces to the audience that everyone's lives are governed by traditions. This is how the story begins. But soon, the age-old traditions, which the entire population of Anatevka abide by, are challenged, and great changes take place. Tevye intends to find husbands for his girls to marry, but his daughters seem to have other plans. Tevye's eldest daughter, Tzeitel, vows to marry her childhood friend Motel, who's just a poor tailor. Tevye, on the other hand, has already made an arrangement with Lazarov, a well-off middle-aged butcher, for him to marry his eldest daughter. Tevye's second elder daughter, Hodel, falls in love with Perchik, a young student from Kiev. It seems that Tevye's attempts at preserving the age-old traditions and the way of life is not meeting with success. Perchik, who's regarded a radical by the entire village, is instrumental in bringing revolutionary ideas. After much deliberation, however, Tevye finally gives in to Tzeitel's wish of marrying Motel, choosing his daughter's happiness above his beloved traditions. Towards the end of the play, however, everybody rejoices at the wedding, in which, breaking yet another tradition, the men and the women of Anatevka dance together. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting before you, Fiddler on the Roof. Please enjoy.
say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? Well, we stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word: tradition. Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to sleep, how to eat, how to work, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, every one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Tonight must travel for a living. It is why the children say daily prayers. And the right as the master of the house to amplify the words and the papas, the papas. Tradition, the papas, the papas. Tradition.
There's no way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home. Let's get the family around the home. The papas read to read the holy book. The mamas, the mamas. Tradition, the mamas, the mamas. Tradition. At Triyog started Hebrew school at 10 on the train. I hear them pick up right for me. I hope purity. The sons, the sons. Tradition. The sons, the sons. Tradition. Who does mama teach to bend and face? Preparing Jesus marry whoever papa is. The daughters, the daughters. Tradition. The daughters, the daughters. Tradition.
Tonight
And we are happy these are school and flying on the washer. And every thing's in right for me. The papas keep to read the papas. The mamas, the sons, the daughters. Tradition. The papas, the papas. Tradition.
And in the circle of our little village, we've always had special types. For instance, Yente, the matchmaker. Ragnaku, the beggar. And the most important of all, our beloved rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar? Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from
And then there are the others in our village. They make a much bigger circle. We don't bother them, and so far, they don't bother us. And among ourselves, we always get along perfectly well. Of course, there was the time when he sold him a horse and told him it was only 6 years old, but it was really 12. But now, it's all over, and we all live in simple peace and harmony. It was really 12 years old.
It was 12 years old. 6, 12, 6, 12, 6, 12, 6, 12. Tradition, 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 tradition.
Traditions. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Mama, Yente, the matchmaker is coming. Maybe she's trying to find a good match for you, Tzeitel.
From your mouth to God's ear.
Why is she here now? It's almost 7.
I'm going to see. I want to talk to Yente alone.
But, Mama, the man she finds, the last one was so old, and he was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry can be particular. You want hair, marry a monkey.
But, Mama, even a poor girl has to look at.
Husband is not to look at. A husband is to get.
But, Mama, I'm not yet 20. I don't.
Shh. Do you have to boast about your age? You'll tempt the evil eye. Out, all of you. There's work to be done before the Sabbath.
Golde. Golde. I have some news for you. And not once in a week news, but once in a lifetime news. Such diamonds, such jewels. I'll find a husband for every one of them. But you shouldn't be so picky, right? Of course, right. After all, even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband. God forbid. Who shall know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I've been a poor widow. No one to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. All I do at night is think of him, and even thinking of him gives me no pleasure.
Is Tzeitel in the house?
Why don't you go and find out?
Thank you.
He never
Tzeitel in the house.
She's busy. Come back later.
But there's something I'd like to tell her.
Later. What does a poor skinny tailor want with Tzeitel? They've always been friends. They talk, they play. They play? What? What do they play? I don't know. They're children. From such children come other children. Motel is nothing, Yente. Yente said you had news for me. Ah, children, children. They are your blessings in your old age. But my Adam, may he rest in peace, couldn't give me children. To tell you the truth, Golde, he hardly tried. What's the use of complaining? Our women enjoy complaining, but not Yente. Not every woman in the world is a Yente. True? Of course true. So goodbye, Golde. I need to go and prepare my poor sad meal. And it was a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other. But Yente, you said you had news for me. Ah, I am losing my head. Someday it will fall together, a horse will kick it in the mud, and goodbye, Yente. Of course the news. It's about there is a wolf, a butcher, a good man, a fine man, and a wealthy man. But he's lonely, the poor man. After all, he's been a widower all these years. You understand? Of course you do. So, to make it short, out of the whole town, he's cast his Tzeitel. My Tzeitel? No, the Tsar's Tzeitel. Of course your Tzeitel. Such a match for my Tzeitel. But Tevye wants a learned man. He doesn't like Laser. So good, Laser won't marry him. He wants the daughter, not the father. Listen to me carefully, Golde. You sent Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it himself. He's a fine man and a wealthy man. He'll win him all over. And then you tell me how it went. Apart from the fee that Laser pays me, it gives me satisfaction to make people happy. True? Of course true. So goodbye, Golde, and you're welcome. Goodbye, Yente. Come, I'm in love with you. He's handsome, he's young. Oh, I can see him, but he's that nice man. I promise you, can't. Let's go like that. Don't ask me what. I found him. You're lucky boy. He's handsome, he's tall. That is from side to side, but he's that nice man. Cat, right? Right. You honey has a temper. He'll beat you every night, but only when it's over. So you're alright. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I'll find the best I can. With no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you've got a man. Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time. Up to this minute, I misunderstood that I could get stuck for good. Dear Yente, see that it's gentle rebel, but you were also upright. It's not that I'm sentimental, it's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, let me know plans. I'm in no rush, baby, I've learned. Playing with matches, a girl can get burned. So bring me no ring, throw me no ring, buy me no fire, catch me no cash, unless he's a matchless match.
Dear God, was that necessary? Did you have to make him lame just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me, bless me with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. That's all right. But what have you got against my horse? Really, sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my friend Tevye?
So, you're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Why are you late today?
His food went lame.
Hurry up, the sun won't wait. And I've got something important to tell you.
I still have some deliveries in the village.
You'll be late for Sabbath.
I won't be late.
You'll be late.
I won't be late. I won't be late. If you ever stop talking, I won't be late.
You can die from such a man.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. Well, I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. Dear God, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's not shame to be poor, but it's not great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum. All day long I'm diddy-diddy-dum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work. Yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum. If I were a bitty, bitty rich, die, die, die. big tall house with the rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with the real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere, just for show. I fill my yard with the chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And they start to land like the trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I would have worked hard. If I were a rich, diddle-diddle-diddle man, I see my wife, my Golde, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at her servants day and night. The most important man in town will come to phone on me. They'll ask me to advise them, like King Solomon the wise. If you please, Tevye. Pardon me, Tevye. Posing problems that would cross our eyes. Boy, 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 boy. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I like to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall, and I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I would have worked hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan? like bad news. Let the man talk. Talk about it.
My people came to the post office today, like it always does. But usually it comes on a Thursday, and sometimes it...
Ram, that's not talking. That's babbling. The news. What did it say?
Well, I was reading my paper. It's nothing very important. Just a story about some crops in the Ukraine and this and that.
Ram, talk.
And then I saw this.
All right. We all see it. What does it say?
In a village called Rajat, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land, maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his very own plague.
Amen.
Good.
What's the matter with you? Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
It's not my fault. I only read it. An edict from the authorities.
May the authorities grow like onions with their heads in the ground.
What good will a cursing do? You stand around, talk, and don't do anything. You'll all carry your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I was a student in the university, Dad.
Tell me, is that the place where you learn how not to respect your elders?
That's where I learned. There's more to life than talk. It's not even an outside world.
My paper.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let the outside world break its own head. He is right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands on your face.
Nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the outside world.
He is right.
He is right and he is right. We can't both be right.
You know, you're also right.
He is right. He is too young to wipe his own nose.
Chava. Chava. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Tevye, the rabbi's orders.
Oh, yes, of course. So you're from Kiev?
Perchik.
Perchik. So you're a newcomer here, huh? As Abraham said, I'm a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David said, I'm slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
Well, for a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot. Here, Perchik, have a piece.
I have no money, and I'm not a beggar.
Take it. It's a blessing for me to give.
Very well, for your sake.
Thank you. You know it's no crime to be poor.
It's the rich who are the criminals. One day, their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who will make this miracle to come to pass?
People, ordinary people,
Like you?
like me.
And until your golden day comes, Perchik, how will you live?
I'll give lessons to children. Do you have any children?
I have 5 daughters.
5.
Daughters.
Girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical?
Go away.
I'll be willing to teach them, open their minds to great thoughts.
Yeah? I'd like them to know the good book.
You know, the Bible has many lessons of our time.
Perchik, I'm a very poor man, but food for lessons, huh? Good. Stay with us for the Sabbath. Of course, we don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
All right. It doesn't exactly say that, but someplace it has something about chicken. Good Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children. Motel Camzoid.
So, you did us a favor and came home.
Well, this is also mine. Golde, this is Parachik from Kiev. He's staying the Sabbath with us. He's a teacher. Would you like lessons from him?
Yes, Papa.
Good. I'm a very good teacher.
I heard once that the rabbi who was praised himself has a congregation of one.
His daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
Well, the wit she gets from me. As the good book says,
The good book and wait get washed.
the tongue she gets from her mother.
Motel, you're also eating with us. Of course, another blessing. Tzeitel, get the small table. How about the 2 chairs? Children, finish dressing. Can wash at the well. Tevye, something to tell you.
Why should today be different?
Tevye, I have something to tell you. Lisa Wolf wants to see you.
The butcher, what about?
I don't know. Only he said it's important.
Important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the sub, talk with him.
Talk about what? If he wants to buy my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevye, I want you to shh.
Amen.
Amen. A man sent you a message. Please
I
talk
don't
to
want
him.
All right, after the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Tzeitel.
Motel, Yente was here.
I know, I saw her.
If we agree on someone, it will be too late for us.
But I have found someone who will sell me his sewing machine. So maybe in a few weeks I'll have saved up.
A few weeks might be too late.
What else can I do?
You could ask my father for my hand to mend.
Why should he consider me now? I'm only a poor tailor.
Motel, and I'm only a daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Tzeitel, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Motel, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. Just talk to him.
That's true. I'll talk.
Well, it's getting late. Where is everybody?
I don't know, Papa.
Children, come down. We are lighting the candles.
Reptilian.
Not now, Martin. Hurry up, children.
Reptilian.
Not now, Martin. Golde, the sun is almost down.
Reptilian.
What is it?
Reptilian.
Yes.
Reptilian.
Yes. Well, Martin, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Reptilian. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath. Hurry up. Is Rabelais the wolf at home?
He's in the back.
May I?
Come in.
Thank you. And all this from killing innocent animals.
Don't talk anything.
All right.
Well, Tevye, you're here. Well. Well, sit down, sit down.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Rev Tevye?
How should it?
You're right. You? It's the same.
I'm sorry to hear that.
How's your brother-in-law in America?
He's doing very well.
You wrote you?
No, not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he was doing badly, he would write. Chava.
Tevye,
Yeah?
I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Oh, yes, I do, but there's no use talking about it.
I understand how you feel, but you have a few more without her.
Ah, I see. Today you want one, tomorrow you may want two.
Two. What do I do with two?
The same as you do with one.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Well, why is it so important to you?
Frankly, because I'm lonely.
Lonely? Revelation, what are you talking about? How can a little cow keep you company?
Little cow, is that what you call her?
What else should I call her? That's what she is.
What are you talking about? Don't you know?
Of course I know. We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow? A milk cow, so I wouldn't be lonely. I'm talking about your daughter, Tzeitel.
My daughter Tzeitel?
Of course your daughter Tzeitel. I see her every Thursday in my butcher's shop. And she's made a very good impression on me. A very good impression. Rev Tevye, I like her. Why don't we just shake hands and call it a match? And I'll be good to her. I like her. Well, what do you think?
What do I think? Well, I never really liked him. Why should I? You can have a fine conversation with him if you talk about kidneys and livers. On the other hand, not everyone has to be a scholar. And with a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. Maybe I misjudged him. He's a good man. He likes her and he'll try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
What, you agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevye, you've made me a happy man.
Good.
Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
No, my friend, to you.
To both of us.
To our
Our
agreement.
agreement. To our prosperity. To our good health and happiness. And most important of all, right to be. Drink Lakayam till life, Lakayam. Lakayam till life. Life has a way of confusing us, stressing and bruising us. Drink Lakayam till life. God would like us to be joyful even when our hearts lie panting on the floor. How much more can we be joyful when it's really something to be joyful for? Till life, Lakayam. Tzeitel, my daughter, my wife, gives you something to think about, something to think about. Drink Lakayam till life. Vodka.
Yes, what is it?
Drinks for everyone.
What's the big occasion?
I am painting myself a bride.
Who's the lucky one?
Stand it, Tzeitel.
Mother!
There's a hole to Tevye. Tzeitel, your daughter.
My wife.
May all the futures be pleasant lost, the night our present lost. Drink Lakayam to life, Lakayam. Lakayam to life. We get so willing to make the service live another day. Drink Lakayam to life. We raise the glass and sing the promised land. Say, the brave girls love their famous you. We know that when good fortune favors true, such great stands for reason true. To us and our good fortune, be happy, long life. Riding up the fortune never comes, pursue whatever comes. Drink Lakayam to life. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die.
After Jacob had worked for Laban 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave his ugly daughter Leah. So to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. So you see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us that you can never trust an employer.
And that is what the Bible teaches us.
That's the story of Jacob, if you interpret it correctly.
Is your papa up yet?
No, Mama.
Perchik?
Do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
Neither, I suppose, with the rabbi's son.
My little sister has talked too much.
And what do you know about him, except he's the rabbi's son?
At least I know this. He has no strange ideas about turning the world upside down. Good day, Perchik.
You have wit, even some intelligence.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it's a rusty tooth. Good day, Hodel.
We have an old custom here. A boy talks respectfully to a girl, but that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our tradition, nothing must change. Everything's perfect as it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing in other places. City, boy and girl can be affectionate. They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances like this. Do you like it? I learned it in Kiev.
It's very nice.
There, we have just changed an old custom.
Yes, I mean, thank you. I mean, good day, Gretchen. So, my prince is finally out of bed.
Oh, go away!
Open your eyes, the day's half gone. Well, what happened last night? Besides just drinking like a peasant. Well, what did he say? What did you say?
Where's Tzeitel?
She's in the barn. Do you have news for me? Did you talk with Lisa? What happened?
Patience, woman, patience. As the good book says, good news will stay, and bad news will refuse to move. And another saying
You
goes...
can die from such a man. Did you see Lisa? How was it?
Shut, woman, shut.
Are you still drunk or what? Ah, here she is.
Tzeitel, my lamb, come here. You are to be congratulated. You are going to be married.
I knew it.
Married? What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
The butcher?
Dear God, I thank thee. I thank thee.
Why do you have to... What do you have to say, Tzeitel?
What can she say?
Let her say one word.
My firstborn, a bride. May you grow old with your fortune and honor. Not like Frumasera, the first wife of Lazarus. She was a bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Not like my Tzeitel. And now I must thank Yente, my Tzeitel, a bride, a bride.
Well, Chava?
Mazel tov, Tzeitel.
Mazel tov, Tzeitel. What kind of a mazel tov is that? And you, Reperchik, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Tzeitel, for getting a rich man.
Ah, again with the rich. What's wrong with being rich?
There's no reason to marry. Money's the world's curse.
May the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. World's curse. My Tzeitel knows I mean only her welfare. Am I right, Tzeitel?
Yes, Papa.
There, you see?
I see. That's right.
Well, my child, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing, huh?
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself as a servant, just anything.
But we made an agreement, and with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, please don't force me, please. I can have you all my days.
All right, all right. I won't force you. It seems it wasn't ordained that you should have all the comforts of life.
Tevye, may I speak to you?
Not now, mortal.
But I would like to speak to you.
Later, mortal. I have problems.
That's why I want to speak to you. I think I can help.
Yes, like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, mortal.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right, you have tongue. Talk.
Tevye, I hear that you are arranging a match for Tzeitel.
Ah, he also has ears. Well,
I have a match for Tzeitel.
What kind of a match?
A perfect fit, like a glove. This match was made exactly to measure.
A perfect fit to measure. Motel, stop talking like a tailor and tell me who is it?
Please don't shout at me, Tevye.
All right, I won't. Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Well, Motel, who is it?
It's me. Myself.
It's him. Himself. Either you're out of your mind or you're crazy. He must be crazy. Arranging a match for yourself. What are you? Everything. The bridegroom, the matchmaker, all rolled into one. I suppose you'll perform the ceremony too.
Please don't shout at me, Tevye. As for being my matchmaker, I know it's unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy.
Times are changing, Tevye. The thing is, over a year ago, your daughter Tzeitel and I gave each other a pledge that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other a pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. You gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America? What do you think you're doing? You're a stitcher. You're nothing. Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I will not, I cannot allow. Tradition. Marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This should never be changed. One at a time you pull out a prop and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I still have something to say about my daughter? Doesn't anyone have to ask her father now?
I've wanted to ask you for some time, Tevye. But first, I wanted to save enough for my own sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense. You are just a poor tailor.
That's true, Tevye, but even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Tevye, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of a match would that be? With a poor tailor. On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things could never get worse for him. They could only get better. They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. You gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes, so full. Tradition! Well, children, when shall we make the wedding?
Thank you, Papa.
Tevye, you won't be sorry. You won't be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you.
Thank you, Papa.
Papa, they gave each other a pledge.